Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Saturday. It is November the 25th, 2017. Going to look at the stakes races on today's program from Aqueduct Races 4, 8, and 9. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. So let's get on to it. Going to look at the stakes races, races 4, 8, and 9. The fourth race from Aqueduct, it's the first running of the Forever Together Stakes, purse $150,000. It's for these mares, 3-year-olds, and upwards. Field of 7 horses going the distance of ground here of 1,700 meters or a mile and 1/16 on the outer turf course. Mile 16, 1,700 meters, outer turf. Top pick in this race, I like the number 7 horse here. Number 7, who is my impression, gonna go 7-3-5-1 in the superfecta. 7-3-5-1 super. Top pick number 7, my impression. 9-5. Jose Ortiz is on the Shug McGahee train, 4-year-old filly by Sky Mesa. Most recently, this horse had to start 28th of October at Belmont, mile 16th into Grade 3 Athenia. This horse finished second by a neck. It was the horse's first start in nearly 2 months, and he quickened up nicely, just tracking the leaders that day. Closed up well, wasn't a half bad run. I think coming here to Aqueduct, where this horse likes the turf courses, he should run a big one. Before that, 7 of the 6 at Kentucky Downs, a mile 70 yards in the One Dreamer Stakes. This horse won by 1.5 lengths. Again, tracked the leaders that day, took off clear in the straightaway, an all-around easy victory. And then the Diana at Saratoga, mile 8, July 22nd on the Mellon Turf course. Horse finished 6th by 5 lengths, tracked the leaders, and just weakened out of it. Lady Ava just ran a little bit of a better race and one next start out. Just a little bit too overmatched. But I think against this quality horses, this horse should run a big one. Has won here at Aqueduct in the past, with it being on the old inner turf course in the Winter Memory Stakes last season. This horse won by half length exactly a year ago today. Won by half length, quickened up nicely after tracking leaders, and had a really easy race. I think this horse should run a big one. It's a single in the multi-race for me. So to recap my bets for the fourth from Aqueduct, it's the first running of the Forever Together Stakes. Gonna go with the number 7 horse, my impression. Gonna go 7-3-5-1 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to race number 8 from Aqueduct. The 8th race, it's the first running of the Aqueduct Turf Sprint Championship. Purse $125,000. It's for 3-year-olds and upwards. Field of 13 horses, 12 and 13 are main track only, so only 11 will go the distance of ground here of 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs on the outer turf course. 6 furlongs, 1,200 meters, outer turf. Top pick in this race, I like the number 3 horse here. Number 3, who is White Flag. Gonna go 310 for 11. 310 for 11 in the superfecta. Top pick number 3, White Flag. 7-2, Joel Rosario's on this Christophe Clement train, 3-0 called by Warfront. Most recently, this horse had to start about a month ago, over 5 weeks ago now, October the 5th at 15th at Woodbine. Soft ground, 6 furlongs into Grade 2 in the Arctic. Horse finished 3rd by 3 lengths that day. Was almost last going into the far turn, but this horse closed up well at the end, just, missed, but it wasn't a half bad run as the favorite. Well, not a half bad run if he wasn't the favorite. As a favorite, he could have ran a little bit better, but, I think coming here to Aqueduct today, with a lot of speed in this race, I think he can get a good closing kick to run off of. Start before in the Allied Forces at Belmont, 6 furlongs inner turf course, 10th. Horse won by a neck, just tracked the leaders, and then took off clear. Very easy victory at the end. Especially for a start in 2 months. So for July 16th, the Belmont, 7 furlongs on the Widener, and allowance rate 77,000, non-1. Horse won by 1.5 lengths. From a little bit of a wide post draw, sat mid-pack most race, got the lead, and then took off clear. Very easy victory. Likes the sprinting distance. Should like this turf course. I think this horse should run a big one, so he'll be my top pick. So to recap my bets for the 8th race, it's the inaugural running of the Aqueduct Turf Sprint Championship. Gonna go with the 3 horse, White Flag. Gonna go 310 for 11 in the superfecta. So now let's get on to today's featured 9th race from Aqueduct. The 9th race, it's the 73rd running of the Discoveria. Grade 3, purse $200,000. It's for 3-year-olds. Field of 6 3-year-olds going the distance of ground here of 1,800 meters or a mile and 1/8 on the Aqueduct main track. 1,800 meters, mile and 1/8. Top pick in this race, I like the number 3 horse here. Number 3, True Timber. Gonna go 3-1-5-4 in the superfecta. 3-1-5-4 super. Top pick number 3, True Timber. 7-2. Luis Saez is on this Kieran McLaughlin train 3 colted by Mineshaft, who's by AP Indy. Most recently, his horse had a start the 13th of October at Belmont. 7 furlongs at allowance race, 75,000. His horse finished second by 3 lengths. Broke on top that day and set the pace for the early portions of the race. But then got overtaken, kind of weakened out of it. Kind of ran a little bit too fast early on. I think coming here today, if this horse sets the pace, he's going to have to sit a little bit. He's going to have to slow down. Before that, in the Dwyer at Belmont, 1 mile, July the 8th, horse finished 5th by 11 lengths. Broke second that day and sat second most of the race behind Practical Joke. Just ran a little bit better of a race. This horse just couldn't keep up. And then the Sir Barton at Pimlico, good ground, mile 16th, May the 20th. Horse finished third by 2 3/4 lengths. Set the pace early on and then kind of hit the wall in the straightaway. Just wasn't getting into him that day. Has run a mile and eighth here at Aqueduct in the past. That came last April the 8th in the Wood Memorial. This horse finished fourth by 10.5 lengths behind Irish War Cry, Battalion Runner, and Cloud Computing, who won next start out in the Preakness. This horse that day was, it was a tough race. He stalked early on and just couldn't catch the winner. He's if you take out the races he's run against tougher horses, which were on the Triple Crown Trail. If you take those races out, he's run okay in the past. So I think he should like the 2 turns here today, second off the layoff. His workouts have been nice. He should run a big one, so he'll be my top pick. And these 3 horses I have and I'm giving out, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a parlay. You can do it on track at Aqueducts. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it out to Aqueduct tomorrow, but I'm going to do my own parlay here. So I'm going to start off with a parlay in the 4th race. Hopefully parlay it onto the 8th race and parlay everything hopefully onto this 9th race on the 3 horse True Timber. Hopefully it comes out for me. So to recap my best for the 9th from Aqueduct, it's the 73rd Grade 3 Discovery. I'm going to go with the 3 horse True Timber. I'm going to go 3-1-5-4 in the superfecta. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.